In a town with quite a lot of new development, there is one site that perhaps more than any other has garnered interest. That site is the location of the former Building 19 and a half, which has been vacant since the discount store closed its doors in 2013. Since that time, many people have wondered what would go in there, a site right in the heart of Burlington. We may have an answer. Duffy Properties out of Waltham purchased the property and recently submitted plans for a mixed-use development project. We spoke to Managing Director Kevin Duffy about the proposed project.
The plans for this site it's really a mixed-use plan, which consists of some retail, which is approximately 50,000 square feet in two buildings, and a single residential building with 2 stories, approximately 28 residential units with parking for about 31 cars beneath the residential building.
I asked what types of businesses they hope to attract.
Well, the end of the building that's closest to Cambridge Street, we're targeting a restaurant use, hopefully with some outdoor seating, and we'll backfill that building with other probably neighborhood style, convenience style retail users. Could possibly be a medical use, could possibly be maybe high-end meat or butcher store. We really don't know right now. We're talking to a lot of different people, but there's nothing definite.
I also asked for more details on the residential units. What style will they be and how big?
The residential portion of the property is, as I said, is a 2-story building. It's going to be flat-style units that are serviced by an elevator that will bring people up from either their parking beneath the building or the first floor lobby. There'll be 28 units, again, flat style, approximately 11 to 1,300 square feet, most likely all 2 bedrooms.
Accomplishing all this would be a big change at the site. How would they approach the project, and what aesthetic does he envision for the final product?
We're going to completely transform the site. Obviously, this is a 1950s vintage buildings. The new buildings will have much more of a downtown look, a lot of brick, a lot of glass, peaked roofs, not flat roofs. All the mechanical equipment will be hidden up on the roofs. A lot of walkability, sidewalks, and a lot more green space than is presently here now.
Of course, with a project like this, many residents will have one burning question. What are they planning to do about traffic?
Well, we're not going to be able to install a signal, which is one of the things we originally talked about earlier, as far as the retail entrance and exit. So there'll be 2 lanes leaving the retail portion of the site, single lane coming in, and there's possibly some widening or some improvements anticipated for Cambridge Street in front of the property.
Finally, with any big project, there are always concerns from neighbors and abutters. Duffy said the process of outreach has already begun.
Well, we've had 2 meetings with neighbors, which I think have been very well received. Had good dialogue with on both occasions with I think most of the abutters attended both meetings. We've appeared informally several times before the 3A committee, presenting a variety of different concepts. There's actually been 2 prior concepts prior to this one, and now we've arrived at the concept that we think will work best for us and work best for the town of Burlington.
At the former Building 19 and a half site, I'm B News Director Rich Hosford. Back to you in the studio.